For months now, orbiter.finance has been hinting at an airdrop, and recently they did something that pretty much confirms it. So in this video, we're going to talk about exactly what you can do today to maximize your chances of qualifying for the airdrop and also maximize the amount of the airdrop that you could get. So orbiter.finance has introduced something called O points, and basically that tracks the amount of times and the value of the transactions that you make through their crypto bridge. So every time you bridge ETH or USDC or any other cryptocurrency, you will start to collect something called O points. And this will more than likely end up being a direct proxy for a future airdrop. Now, at this point, if you're wondering if all of your previous orbiter.finance bridge transactions are basically ineligible for the airdrop, no, that's not the case. So all of these bridge transactions that I have in my history will actually be added and converted to O points shortly. They're working on that. So if you're like me and you have a pretty decent history of orbiter.finance bridge transactions, don't worry, those will be converted into O points soon. Also, something to mention here is that if you've previously completed quests for Orbiter where you received NFTs as rewards as a result of completing a certain number of bridge transactions on Orbiter, well, these NFTs and rewards for all of the different quests across the different questing platforms will also be shortly converted into O points as well. And also then, of course, every bridge transaction that you make moving forward is going to give you additional O points. But in addition to this, there's new quests that you can complete that will provide you with extra points depending on what they are. And so for example, right now, because Linea is a new layer 2 that has an ongoing campaign, if you bridge to or from Linea, you can receive a number of additional points for doing that. So you can see, for example here, if you bridge to Linea from any chain, you can get 5 additional points, and there's 0 fees for doing that right now. So in this section right here of the quests, you'll be able to see what promotions are ongoing, how you can get additional O points for that Orbiter airdrop, and of course, the more points, the harder the transactions will have to be. So for example, to get this 25 points right here, you have to bridge 5 times any amount from any chain to Linea. And these do expire. So for example, this one is on only until December 18th. So let's go ahead and try this out and see if we can make a bridge transaction and collect some O points for the Orbiter airdrop. So right now I have some assets on Polygon, so I am going to try and bridge from Polygon to Linea so that I can qualify for some of these additional points. So let's go ahead and start off with just a 0.01 ETH transfer from Polygon to Linea. So we're going to hit send, and this will be, the fee will be waived or it will be slashed because they have this promotion on right now. So we're going to go ahead, confirm and send, and then it's going to pop up in my Web3 wallet. In this case, I'm using MetaMask. And the transaction fee for this is basically 0. So once we confirm the transaction in our wallet, we just have to wait for a couple seconds to potentially a couple minutes, depending on what's going on in the crypto space right now. And actually today, gas fees are pretty high because the markets are pumping. And so, of course, this is actually not the ideal time to be trying to farm airdrops because the gas fees are so high. But since I'm using Polygon, the gas fees are much lower. Okay, and there we go. I had to wait a couple of minutes, but my bridge transaction has gone through. So now my 0.1 ETH is on the Linea network, and you can see I automatically received 5 O points. And so if you're trying to maximize your Orbiter airdrop, I highly recommend completing all of these quests because you get bonus points for doing so. And also, of course, your historical transactions and historical NFTs and other quests that you've done on other platforms will soon be converted into O points. And this is where you will be able to track your progress for the Orbiter airdrop, which at this point has all but been confirmed. Now, if we're talking about the timing of the airdrop, I would say probably at this point sometime in 2024. And the reason why I'm saying that is because they just launched this O points system. They're going to want to make people use their bridge as much as possible to farm the airdrop farmers and to make people complete all of these new quests that are showing up here for these Orbiter or O points. But I do believe that it will be worth it in the end, especially since you can use these transactions by bridging to Linea which they've got a number of promotions on for right now, where they're cutting the bridging fee, and then you can take those funds on Linea and try to find the Linea airdrop. And so by using Orbiter Finance, you're not necessarily just farming an Orbiter airdrop, but also any of the different layer 2 networks that you're transferring assets to and from. Hopefully you found this tutorial helpful, and if you want to see more guides and tutorials on airdrops and how to use different DeFi and crypto protocols and applications, then please subscribe to the channel and check out the other videos I have there. See you later.